Hello, this is a
Mackenzie
prepaid
Shirilla
collect
showed
call
no
from
remorse and no sadness after the car accident. But
an
they
incarcerated
definitely
individual
lied about
at
that.
Cuyahoga County Corrections Center. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept charges and consent to this, thank you for using Securus.
Can you ring the
may
bell?
start the conversation now.
Hello?
Hey,
Somebody wrote me.
what do you mean?
I have a letter. I have a letter.
Oh.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Creighton
Thunder, True Crime Audio.
from GCI. It's like he's an inmate.
Oh. Here, he's an inmate where you are? What?
No, he's somewhere else.
Okay.
You want me to read it to you?
Do you think you should?
It's not bad.
Okay.
It says, I thought what happened to you on TV today made a spirit of God stay with you. Don't hold your pain, let it out, and may God strengthen you. I'm writing you because I felt God wanted me to let you know you'll be okay, and that he's there for you. Why else would a total stranger contact you on your roughest day of your young life? God is going to protect you and send you his angels to uplift you. If you don't want me to ever contact you again, let me know. I'm a career criminal. Let my record tell it. I lived in Middleburg Heights last year and got drunk one night and kicked my apartment door and ended up in prison for 18 months. I get out December 7th, 2023. With good days, this is my 5th time in prison for stupid shit I did when I was drunk. I'm 45 years old with 1 daughter and 2 granddaughters. I love them and they love me. I'm an alcoholic, and since I've been in here, I've been receiving treatment. I'm originally from East Cleveland, right next to Cleveland Heights off Superior and Euclid. Anyway, I'm writing you to send you scriptures and let you know.
That's making me cry. How wonderful.
I'm here for you in whatever way I can help you on your journey. You think the county bad? From what I heard, incarcerated women who come here and give their testimony, women prisons are the worst. Men prisons, we know in all things God works for good and who love him, whatever. He said so he gives me tell the scriptures. And then he said, I'll leave you with this. The love you give connection requires both giving and receiving. We can control only our part, initiating connection, owning our weakness, embracing growth, and knowing our limits. Our character, conduct, and conversation should be reflective of Christ. Keep your faith and don't lose hope. And then he says, the best lawyer in Ohio is Ian Freeman. He is the president of Ohio Defense Association. His office is downtown Cleveland. He is representing the Chesterland cop who is accused of having sex with a 14-year-old.
Whoa.
So write that name down, Ian Freeman.
I already did.
But, yeah, can you...
Lily is in jail again.
Who?
Lily.
Why?
No.
Why?
I don't know. Do you want me to ask whoever that is?
Yeah, Mackenzie wants to know what she did.
Okay.
I got no sleep last night at all.
Was it amputee lady? You didn't move yet?
No, I didn't move yet. The corporal just came and talked to me, though, and they might move me today. But I'm ready to get moved off this spot.
Did he say might or they were going to?
Oh, do you have a video call? Oh, my God, okay.
What?
I was going to say, I have a video call at 7:30 and 8. Okay. Grandma messaged me.
Oh. Wait, did he say he might move you or he's going to move you?
Well, I was told I am moving today, but he said he's going to, get me moving soon. I'm pretty sure I'm moving today.
I dropped her shirt off this morning.
Okay.
So they said they would get it to you. If they don't, then they don't, but it's there. So that lady was freaking out all night?
Yes.
Oh, make sure you message Laurel and Allison because they're worried about you.
Wait, I got to step in my room.
What?
Is MedCard coming? Oh, my God. MedCard's coming, so I have to step in my room. So I'll call you back when I get off the...
Okay, perfect.
Bye, I love you.
All right, love you too. Bye.
Bye.
The caller has hung up.
Okay, so let's just dive straight into it. So my best friend in prison and still to this day was Jaleesa Roberts. Jaleesa Roberts is still locked up. She's in Dayton, Ohio I'm at Dayton Corrections for women. And she was in ORW before I left, and she did at least 2 years of my bid with me. And and she was cellies with Mackenzie Shirilla in the county, in Cuyahoga County in Cleveland, because they were both juveniles going into prison. So when Mackenzie got to MCC, me and Jaleesa, that was my, you know what I mean? So she's telling me like, oh, my homegirl's coming from the county, my homegirl Mackenzie, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, oh, okay, like, what's she about? Like, tell me what's going on. What about her? And she was like, well, she's in here. They charge her with murder for vehicular homicide or something like that. And I was like, damn, what happened? And she was like, well, she got in a car accident with her boyfriend and her best friend. And I was like, damn. She was like, yeah. She was like, at first everybody thought it was an accident, but when I was in the county with her, I knew that she did that shit on purpose. So I'm like, damn, why you say that? And she was like, because when she got into the county, like, all she kept saying is they resuscitated her to blame her for killing Dom. Like, she just wishes that she would have died. She wishes that she would have died. So then, and you know, they was locked in tight or whatever. So I'm gonna get Jaleesa on the phone so that y'all can hear everything that she got to say, because she knows way more than me, because I didn't really have no dealings with Mackenzie personally. Like, I talked to her a few times, we walked the yard a few times, but like, if somebody's spirit don't sit right with me, like, I'm a very godly woman, and in prison, like, I was a Bible thumper. Like, I'm not even gonna fake. Like, I was in there on my P's and Q's. I was trying to do everything that I could do to get the fuck out of there, besides for snitching. I was going to school, and you know what I mean, I was staying to myself, pressing my rack as best as I could, focusing on my artwork, doing shit like that, because I just wanted to get home. I got kids at home. Like, I don't got time to be like playing high school. Like, I already went to high school. I didn't have time for all that. Like, I just wanted to do my time and get the fuck out and go home to my kids. So I didn't really engage in too much of the prison culture and the drama and the gay for the state type shit. Now, I'm not saying that I'm perfect and I'm holy, because I did have my fair share of drama. I did have my fair share of trying to find a girlfriend and do what the prisoners do in there, but it never really worked out for me. God had other plans. With that being said, so the first time that I met Mackenzie, we was on the yard, and the first thing that I noticed was her body's T. So she's not as skinny as she was like in the pictures and on her Instagram. I don't know if Shorty was doing coke or what out here, but she was skinny as a crackhead. And in jail, she got some weight on her, and she got a little thumper. She got a little ass on her. So she got a nice little shape. So that's the first thing that I noticed. I'm like, okay, shorty body T. The second thing that I noticed is that her fingernails are chewed down to the bone. Like, I'm talking about, you can tell they be bleeding, like chewed all the way up, fingertips, fingernails, like disgusting. So I'm like, ugh. And then the third thing that I noticed is she's got like I don't know if y'all ever had a conversation with a meth head, but they got like a tick to them, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got like this tick to them, and she's got that. Like, she's got like, I'm not saying that she's a meth head, but she's got like, something is off about her. Like, so it's just like, it's almost like talking to a squirrel. Like, you're talking to her, you're having a conversation, and then 10 seconds later, like, she's like, oh, blank. You know what I mean? Blanks out, and not passes out like a medical condition, but like her mind is just not there. So the first time we was walking around the yard and we were all talking about it, the first thing that she said to me was that she was supposed to die in the accident, but they resuscitated her so that they could have somebody to blame for killing Dom. And she was like, it's a big conspiracy. So I'm like, oh, okay, damn, that's kind of fucked up. I feel bad for you. Mind you, I'm like, I got discernment from hell, so not from hell, from God. So I'm able to see right through shit. Like, when I'm talking to somebody, like, I already know if they're lying to me or if they're about to lie to me. Like, I done been through so much shit in my life that, like, I'm very, very good at reading character. And I instantly knew that, like, something was up. I honestly, to be 100% honest, my first conversation with her, I felt like she was battling some type of demons. And when I went back to my cottage that night, I prayed for her, because it was very odd, like, how she interacts with people, just how her mind is, the way she thinks, the way she talks. All she was concerned about when we was locked up at the same time was getting high. Like, she just wanted to know who had what, how to get high, how to get her hands on it. So that was her whole thing. And I try to stay away from people like that, because birds of a feather flock together, and I don't got time to get in no trouble behind no shit that I'm not doing. So I definitely like kept my distance and tried to keep Jaleesa away from her too, because Jaleesa's just as young, and Jaleesa was like my little protege, my little baby, you know what I'm saying? That was my dog, my best friend, my left titty. So I wanted to make sure that she stayed on her shit, because I wanted her to come home and do good things, because she has a good heart. She just had a fucked up upbringing. Mackenzie didn't. Mackenzie had a very well upbringing, as y'all can tell. Like, I'm not saying that, I mean, just look at her room. Like, look at the shit that her parents bought her. Like, that girl never knew what it was like to struggle. So anyway, so yeah, the first time she told us that they resuscitated her because they wanted to blame her for killing Dom. And then the second time she was high. She had just got done smoking paper, and she came onto the yard. It was 7 o'clock yard. This is the third yard. This is when everybody in the summertime, everybody be outside. And like, y'all are like talking shit about like wearing makeup and her like living her best life, but reality is, like, when you go to prison, like, you just because you did something that you should be ashamed of, you don't stop don't stop living, you know what I mean? And then, like, in prison, if you wanna sit and be depressed and press your rack, you can. Like, more power to you. You can do whatever the fuck you want in there. You can get a college degree. You can press your rack, get fat, and come home depressed. You can work out. You can read books. You can do art. You can change your life. Or you can get high and do the same shit on the streets. But you have more of a structured environment to do it. So really, like, that's why I really appreciate the Ohio judicial system, because although they be cooking motherfuckers, they know what they're doing when it comes to rehabilitation, and it really works. So like for me, I had a choice. Like, they gave me a SB 201 sentence, and if I wanted to fuck off and be a piece of shit for the rest of my life, I could have ended up doing 8 years in there easily. You know, my sentence was a 2 to 8. So yeah, and that's why they set it up like that, because it's on you to make the decision to change your life. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, you're gonna come in here and it's gonna be a military camp and you're gonna have to change. No, it's your choice, because if you don't choose to change your life, then you're gonna go back into the same patterns as soon as you come home. So it has to be your choice in order for it to actually work the right way. As for her, she was given the opportunity. That's the judge sentenced her to 15 years concurrent, meaning after the 15 years, if she learned her lesson, she did what she had to do, she utilized those programs in there, and she showed some remorse, she could come home and be an outstanding woman. She could be, you know, change her whole life around, and then use this fucking tragedy to help somebody else, to help another girl that's dealing with that type of toxicity, that type of double-minded thinking, those type of demons, whatever she's going through. But the judge gave her that for that reason, because it's either in 15 years you'll do what you got to do and come home, or you'll spend the rest of your fucking life in there. And that's exactly what the judge told her. Like, I believe that you're going to spend the rest of your life in jail. And I believe that too. One conversation with her and just seeing how she moved on the yard and in prison, I believe that she's going to spend at least 30 of them in there for sure. So my second conversation with her, she was high off paper, and we was walking the yard, and she told me that the devil made her do it. And I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? What do you mean? And she was like, the devil was pressing on my foot and telling me that Dom has to die. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's crazy as hell. I'm like, so me, like, I'm instantly like, oh, well, do you pray? Like, have you ever prayed? Like, do you pray? Do you believe in God? And she was like, I mean, yeah, but no. Like, I pray, but God doesn't really listen to people like me. And I was like, oh, okay. So that was the end of that conversation, and then we just kept walking the track, and I ended up, finding something else to do to get away from her and just kept my distance. So from that point on, I knew instantly, like, this is not a girl that I'm about to be hanging around, associated with. I don't want to, none of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind people, I mind my business or whatever, but at the same time, like, I'm wise about who I give my time to and who I share my energy with, and she was not going to be one of those people. So I'm very observant, though. Like, one of my favorite things in prison to do was people watch, especially people like that, because they're fucked up in the head, and I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, what makes people like this? So one thing that I did notice is she's got a severe limp. So her shoes, like, her one shoe like leans to the side and scrapes, so it like leans sideways. Like, I wish I could, like a fat girl wearing Uggs, excuse me, no offense, but when a fat girl wears Uggs, they like tilt in, they lean to the side or whatever. That's how her one shoe is. It's on the left side, her left leg. That one shoe, like, it's scraped all the way to the ground on one side and then raised like a regular shoe sole on the other side. So I noticed that she's got a limp. I don't know if that's from the car accident or what, or I don't even know if that's genuine, because my friend Jaleesa told me that she'd be doing that just to make people feel bad. So I don't know. The girl is a fucking nutcase. But one thing that I will say about her and give her flowers for is that she is so artistic. Like, she is so very artistic. She started customizing vans, white vans in there, and she started to make the it's like the flower with the face in the middle. I think it's like, I don't know, he works with Louis Vuitton and shit. But she started to make that design or whatever, and everybody was like trying to buy her customized shoes and stuff. And that's considered contraband, but you make do with your time in there. Like, yes, it's illegal, but we still want to like look good, you know what I mean? We still want to like feel good about ourselves, like regardless of what you did and what crime you fucking committed. So like I don't blame her for that, because that's just part of the prison culture, is like doing your hair, doing your makeup, trying to find the cutest clothes, like just trying to escape where you're at. That's just anyways. It doesn't matter if you're a piece of shit or if you're a good person and you just ended up in the wrong situation at the wrong time. You're going to want to take care of yourself in there, especially in there, because you got nothing but time on your hands. You don't have no distraction from kids. You don't have no distractions from, getting up, going and running the streets all day. Like, you're in one place, so you got time to focus and work on stuff. Okay, so my best friend Jaleesa and our friend Spice, we called her Spice because she had orange hair. Her name is Brianna Houston. She's locked up, and she's actually wrongfully convicted, and she is somebody who needs to go viral and somebody who needs to be home, because she doesn't deserve to be in there. She's a baby, and she was hanging out with some dumbass boys who wanted to do a home invasion, and they tried to rob this white boy, and his dad was home. I think his dad was a cop or something like that. And his dad shot at them and ended up shooting his own son and killing his own son. And they charged everybody involved except for the dad, because they basically blamed it on them for trying to do a home invasion to begin with. Mind you, nobody was armed but the dad. So she's doing, I think, 15 years in prison for that. And she got to prison as soon as she turned 18. And she is just the sweetest little pure-hearted, red-headed girl you could ever meet. She's so fucking talented, so fucking smart. But she was in the county with Kenzie as well. They was held in the adult juvenile section. So her, Jaleesa, and Kenzie were all like in the pod and in the cell together, because they were too young to be on the regular floor with the adults. And there was 2 times that she came back into the cottage crying because of how mean Mackenzie was being to her. And I told her, I've been telling her, like, girl, she is not a person that you want to be friends with, associated with. Like, y'all need to stay the fuck away from this girl. I can tell you right now, by her spirit, by having conversations with her, that bitch is wicked. Like, there's something wrong with her. She's not right. And I used to tell her that all the time. Well, the second time she came in crying because Mackenzie started a rumor about her. And she basically told everybody that Brianna, that Spice was a hoe on the outside or whatever. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they knew each other on the outside. I don't remember Brianna ever telling me that they knew each other on the outside. But yeah, anyway, she mean girled the fuck out of her and really dogged her out, and Brianna was a good friend to her. And the reason that she did this is because Brianna was competition for art. So like, we all had our own hustle. Like, if you were artistic in there, you got your own hustle, right? So Brianna was one of them, and Brianna is, I'm talking about really fucking good. I got some artwork of hers at home. I'll show it to y'all when I get there. But she is like, that girl, she does not belong in there. And I can't stress it enough. Like, free fucking Spice. Like, I want her to come home. But yeah, so Brianna, I told Brianna, like, girl, you are so good at this artwork shit. Like, you need to start selling your paintings and shit. Like, I used to sell birthday cards for $20 in there. Like, I used to customize shoes for like $50 and up. We paint t-shirts like $30 and up. Like, you know, that was the hustle. I took care of my kids the entire time financially while I was in prison, just off of artwork and over the phone sugar daddies. Like, so Brianna, she was really good. So I told her, you need to start selling posters. We would make big ass posters. Like, when it was somebody's birthday, you decorate their bed and you put these big ass posters up to let them know that they're loved and that they got people that care about them and shit like that. And people pay for these posters. Well, yeah, so Brianna started doing her artwork, and Mackenzie had just started off doing artwork as well. Well, Brianna became Mackenzie's competition because Brianna was better at artwork than Mackenzie was. And in Mackenzie's mind, she just felt like there wasn't enough money in the prison to go around for them to both coexist. So she started a big ass fucking rumor to belittle Brianna and make people hate Brianna. But really, Brianna is a really good girl, and everybody loves Spice. You know what I mean? So, like, everybody was, like, as soon as Spice revealed that she could do artwork, like, everybody was trying to buy from her. Everybody. So that made Mackenzie jealous as fuck, and nobody really wanted to deal with Mackenzie except for, like, the, you know what I mean, the weirdos, the studs, like, shit like that, like, people that were, long story short, everybody could tell that something was off about Mackenzie.